I thought I'd video this time. We've done all the hard work. What we're going to be doing next is underfloor heating. I've replaced all the joists and I've put 4-inch insulation slabs in between the joists. I put bearers along the edge of the joists to take the slabs. One or two areas have got to be filled with foam, like underneath the fireplace there could be a cold spot there if we're not careful. Zoom in on it. There's a big gap down there. There we go. Now the floor is actually 20mm lower than the original floor, because the next phase is to put another layer across the top of this so that the hot water pipes can sit in the trays without any air gaps whatsoever below it. It's quite a nice project, this. And then we'll be putting timber on top of that, oak flooring on top. We've already done that in the, I've got a mat there at the moment to protect the floor walking in and out, but we do have an oak floor in there, and I'll video that a bit later on. Now I've started setting out now. The top one is just over 300mm wide, or 30 centimetres, depends how you work. The stretcher plates are now in place. The grooves there are where the pipes will sit for the hot water. Now I've turned each one over so you can see the difference. Some have got red on and denotes the different sizes. I didn't want any air gaps between these spreader plates underneath, as it means the pipes will be heating that air up as well as everything else. Now I've designed it so the spreader plates, where they overlap or join, they're right on a joist, so that when I start screwing the floor down I can hit the joist by following the line of the spreader plates. The reason the top one is as it is because all the pipe has got to be bent round, and I will cut that out by hand. You can see the grooves there, look, where the pipes sit, and the top is just wide enough to get the pipes bent around that corner back down onto the grooves. Right, all my spreader plates are in place now. The next phase is to actually do the loops across the top and the bottoms, or vice versa. Now because this bay is north facing, it never gets any sun on it, so the hot water pipes will come from the manifold from that corner there up the first part of the stretcher plate or spreader plate, along there, round there, around the bay, and then down that very first groove. Then it will start looping back all the way round and start looping back all the way round. And the last loop, of course, will be at the top here, and it will come down that one there, which is in the middle, down the spreader plate, and then through the wall to the manifold. That is so I can get hot water to the bay, and also you start off with your hot water and your cold water then runs parallel to it. So the hottest and coldest will enter under that wall about there somewhere. But we will show you how the pipes are laid down once I've done it. I'm going to pack up for the day now because I've got customers to look after. It's just coming up for 5 o'clock and I've got one customer to go and see, to do a little job, and another one then to do a quote for. Well, that's it for today, and I'll catch up with you tomorrow. We start doing the loops. Right, we now got the pipes through the wall. What I've done is, to protect the pipes going through the brickwork, I've cut some 22mm pipe and use them as sleeves for the 15mm pipes to slide into. The one on the right is your flow, so that's the one that goes all the way along to the other end, obviously, and round the top of the bay. The reason for this is because the bay is a very cold area. And then it goes to the far side of the room, straight down, and then starts looping all the way back across. And what I've done is, at the tops I've actually cut the insulation out for the pipes to wrap around each top end. And all I've used is a craft knife for that. I got a length of pipe and just bent it around to suit the channels, and where it laid, marked it and cut it down to the other end. And you can see I've done exactly the same, although the gaps are a little bit wider. The tape is to stop these spreader plates from moving all the while and lifting up and catching your toes. There we go. Now there, when I was trying to get the pipe through the wall, I wasn't watching what I was doing. I put a kink in it, so I thought the best thing to do is to cut it out, join it, and I've joined it in between the joists so that I can get at it if I need to. Okay, so there's water in the pipes now, and it's been like this now for 2 days. So there's no leaks there, and I'm quite happy now to finish the floor off. We've now got some bits to finish off, i.e. insulation to go down yet to get the floor level. There's an exposed joist there, so I've got to put insulation on that. And also we're going to start foaming up then these little gaps around the floor. That will be closed off when we do the hallway. And there are some bits over here that need to be filled with foam and insulated, and also around the bay where the air bricks are, we're going to put foam around there, stop the air from coming across the top of the floor, and of course you can't block it off completely because you need that air